All right, time to go on the docket now. KMIR News legal analyst John Patrick Dolan.
Tonight, we're going to talk about the Boston Marathon bombing trial. Welcome, counselor. All right, so it's in the hands of the jury. What are you seeing so far? Any early indications?
Well, he's going to get convicted. His own lawyer said in the first few words out of her mouth, he did it. This case is not about whether or not he's guilty of the crime. This case is about whether or not he receives the death penalty or life without the possibility of parole. And she began that march the day she did the opening
and you
statement.
had said early on that it was a brilliant move.
It was, because the evidence is so overwhelming. So the question is, I mean, this is the kind of worst of the worst case where people would say, that guy for sure deserves a death penalty. But Judy Clark is known for taking horrible cases. Kaczynski, Susan Smith, Lofgren from Arizona, all of them evaded the death penalty because of her defense. And that's really what I think she'll do in this case.
Right. And what are the chances that they put him to death? And if so, if he's ever actually put to death?
It's a federal case, so it could happen. Remember, they just cleared the way for the death penalty on Joseph Edward Duncan in the federal system. They haven't had an execution for 10 years, but he is in line. So it could happen, but I don't think the death penalty verdict is going to come back. I think it's going to be a life without possibility verdict.
Okay. All right, let's move on right now to the Patriots football player Aaron Hernandez murder trial.
He's put on his defense, and his defense came out today and started talking about how he was disoriented because he used PCP. Now, there's a good example. They should have said that up front if that's going to be their defense in the case. You spring it on the jury, and jurors don't like this. The idea that you voluntarily took drugs and now you're not responsible for your conduct. Maybe he gets a mitigation from first degree down to second or second down to manslaughter. But it's a little unfair to the jury to save it until the defense.
Right.
I think that's what they did.
Do they take that into effect, a jury? You say you didn't do it. You say you didn't do it. Oh, wait, there's a bunch of evidence. Oh, yeah, I did it, but I was on drugs.
It's a contest of credibility, and your credibility takes a big hit when you don't tell the jury where you're going in the beginning of the case. And I think that's what's going to happen with Hernandez.
All right. KMIR News legal analyst John Patrick Dolan. Thank you, sir, as always.